Alright, there we go. Should be live now.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pokemon Yellow No Save Corruption TAS. The screen's going to look a little bit weird right now because we are sitting on Swiss. Swiss is a homebrew file selection tool. It lets you do a lot of cool things with the GameCube. So when the TAS starts, I am going to click on this GBISR-playback file, and the TAS will start playing back. Now, there's a lot of ways to get a GameCube set up like this, where you're in the homebrew Swiss tool. The way I do it is I use a Detel SD media launcher device, but you can also use a game like Super Smash Bros. Brawl or Super Mario. I think actually Legend of Zelda. A lot of Legend of Zelda games have hacks that let you dump into Swiss from a broken save file. So the basic idea here is the Game Boy player is open up for communication via the high-speed port on the GameCube, and the Game Boy interface that Extreme's designed is going to allow us to send inputs as if we were a TAS, as opposed to taking inputs from a controller via a few custom options in this CLI file you can see highlighted just above GBISR playback. So, Garf, if you're ready, I'm ready to start playback.
Sure, go ahead.
Awesome. So I'm going to hit A here in just a minute, and then you'll start to see the TAS playback. Alright, I've got it going now on my end. And what you're going to start seeing is basically it's very similar to how Manips work in Gen 1. You're going to see button presses to optimally go through the intro, and then we're going to go straight into the new game and hold the A and B buttons during the text so that the text speed displays at the fastest speed instead of the slower speeds. We haven't set our options yet. You're going to see the options set when we get into the game, and it's very quick, so I'll let you know when it starts to happen, and it'll be a bit tough to watch for. It's going to happen just about now. So we just set all of our options at the same time using a trick called fast options. What we do is we wait to set the options until we're in game, because it's actually faster to go into the options menu from a start press in game than to use the options menu that's at the intro screen. Then when we're pressing A to go into options, we press the left button at the same frame as the A press, and it sets all of the options simultaneously, which is a trick that's only really relevant in TAS, because in a normal RTA speedrun, your timer wouldn't be starting until after you set options. One of the side effects of that fast options trick is that the earphone 3 setting is pressed. So it sets all of the options that we want, like the fast text speed, but it happens to also set earphone 3, which causes some strange audio. The audio might sound a bit different than you're used to with Gen 1. Has that all made sense so far, Garf? I know that was a lot of words.
Well, sorry, at the moment I'm just trying to do something else, but
It's all good. Earphone 3 is ASMR confirmed. What you're going to see here is we're going to intentionally use Growl and have it Gen 1 miss. That is a faster way to get to tackle critical from Eevee. And then we're just going to have that happen twice, and we'll die very quickly. So it's a 2-turn death with 2 Gen 1 misses from Pikachu on Growl. we'd use Growl to Gen 1 Miss instead of Thundershock because, one, the word Growl is shorter, and then also, but it failed is shorter text than Thundershock missed. I think it's like Pikachu's Thundershock missed or something like that. It's a lot longer text for when a damaging move misses than a status move. Yeah, the Pikachu cry when Pikachu dies is something to be, I think it leaves something to be desired. It's a bit loud. But a lot of this works very similar to how the TAS works for glitchless. We're just using A presses to affect the RNG, and we're doing full YOLO grass. So we're taking an extra optimal path through the grass there on the way back, so we don't have to take as many steps around the around things. This is not recorded. This is actually a live playback I'm doing from my GameCube. You could see at the beginning, I was in my GameCube in Swiss, and I pressed A to start the playback. So the inputs are pre-scheduled. That's what the point of a TAS is. But they're being driven into the GameCube live. So this is, you're watching a real GameCube. Yes, no encounters and full YOLO grass. Yeah, the input display is a little bit finicky here. That's mostly because the inputs are so quick, so some of them don't get picked up by GBI. We're only pressing a lot of the inputs for a matter of a few CPU cycles, whereas a human wouldn't be able to press an input for that short of time. What we're going to do now is buy 2 Pokeballs. We're going to have an extra one for some purposes with our bag, and one to grab a Pokemon we need to catch on Route 1. And we're going to manipulate that catch here. The input presses aren't really sub-frame in a sense. They're just very short. We can't manipulate where they are within a frame, but they only happen for a very, very short period of time on each frame. So now we have our Pokemon to sacrifice for our Trainer Fly that's coming up in the forest. Trainer Fly is a glitch that allows us to do a lot of crazy things, including get a glitched Mart when we go back into Viridian Forest. I'll try to explain a little bit of how that works as it comes up. So we got fast PC, and we got to buffer depositing Pikachu with some special inputs that you can only do in TAS there. And you probably heard Pikachu dying again. So from here, now we have our Pidgey, we have Pikachu in the box. We have to do this cutscene, but after that we'll be doing a YOLO grass type thing again in the forest, getting no encounters, and then getting a Trainer Fly death at the end of the forest. Oh, there's something with the input viewer. Oh, it's back. That was weird. Yeah, Hausdorff, that's a side effect of the fast options trick we did earlier in the run with the stereo Game Boy sound. We can't avoid setting that option without losing frames. And gotta save the frames. This is a TAS. Special Hell, we've been able to emulate the game accurately enough that we can track all of the lag. And we actually are able to do a full console-verified glitchless TAS. So it's an hour and 36 minutes of console verification. It's actually the second longest console verification of any system that's ever been done. The glitchless TAS. But you can see we're getting an encounter here in front of the trainer. It's a Pidgey encounter, and it's going to crit, or I think it already did crit. And then we're saving and doing a soft reset V-Manip. Now, V-Manip is a trick that was designed to get us a glitched mart when we go back to Viridian Forest. It involves a lot of little setups that are kind of complicated, but the gist is we're going to flash our Pokedex. We're going to set up the locations of some trainers in a house by moving a girl all the way to the top of the screen and moving that bird all the way to the left of the screen by RNG manipulation. Look at the town map, and then we are going to pause a second waiting for the bird to move left on a specific frame, and then cause the bird to move off screen and back on screen in a specific way. Then we have to hop this ledge, also for memory manipulation, and we're going to get a glitched mart when we enter Viridian. You can see some of the glitches starting, and then we get that little moonwalk sidestep going back towards Viridian. Now, from here, we basically just do a pretty standard underflow setup, warping ourselves to the Hall of Fame. So we're flashing the save screen, tossing a whole bunch of stuff. TAS tossing is amazing. I love watching that. You get to see a lot of the TAS level menuing in this. Yep, so one of the cool things is that this TAS has been accepted to GDQX, the GDQ mini event that's going to be at TwitchCon. So Lucky Typhlosion and I are working on hopefully getting a TAS-only strategy that is faster than this and less similar to the RTA route. For now, I'm playing back for you the more RTA-similar route. And yeah, we've gotten to the Hall of Fame, and we're getting pretty close to time here. 10 minutes playtime.
No bad, no bad.
We did it! We played back the TAS live! One error! Yep, one error.
There you go. What's I don't know if I split quite right, but so what's the time supposed to be? I got 11:27 on my end.
11:27. Did you start it from when the console turned on or when New Game happened?
When you selected your file.
Oh, see that I don't know. I was expecting it to say 11:47, so I'm not quite sure.
Huh. I don't know.
It's no big deal. In any event, it's a very quick TAS. It's more than a minute faster than RTA, and it's actually closer to about 1 minute and 20 seconds if you shave off the fact that the TAS times from boot up instead of from the new game select.
Where was I? Maybe I ended it too soon then. Where was I supposed to end it?
At the white screen as it fades from the Hall of Fame to the credits.
That's what I did.
It's possible that it's actually 11:28 is the correct time. The playback of the inputs on a live console, the frame timing can be a little bit different sometimes from the timing of the input script. Like the input script doesn't know the definition of a frame during certain periods of the console, and it's just tracking things by cycles and inserting cycles as frames. So it gets kind of complicated to actually know the time a task is going to take live when it's played back from the input script. But yeah, that was the whole TAS. There's not much more to show you guys. If I try to control the console now, I'm doing that now. You can see I'm pressing buttons. After a task plays back in GBI, you regain control of the console. The problem is that NSC, when you beat the game in this method, the console is kind of crashed. So you can't actually regain control and keep playing after this method.
Okay.
So that's all I have to show for you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Great showcase there. Got to underestimate. Good job. Good job.
Underestimate!
We did it, boys! All right, well. So yeah, up next we got Pokemon Colosseum. So stick around for that, guys.
Definitely.